the Washington Commanders. Last season's Cinderella team finished 12-5, second in the division, lost in the NFC Championship game to the Philadelphia Eagles. Did make some additions to the squad, bringing in Deebo Samuel, Laremy Tunsil, Javon Kinlaw, and then they bring in Von Miller as well to replace some of the dudes that they lost in Jonathan Allen and Dante Fowler Jr. Their draft, they had some solid draft picks. Josh Connerly is going to be a stud tackle out there from Oregon. Trey Amos, cornerback from Ole Miss. Jalen Lane, wide receiver from Virginia Tech. Is there a sophomore slump imminent for Jayden Daniels? Did they do enough to replace production on the defensive line? Really, the biggest question is what's going to happen with Scary Terry?
I mean, for me, I think we do. You mentioned regret, sophomore slump. I think we do see that here with Dan Quinn doing what Dan Quinn's doing up there. I think they are now the oldest team in the NFL, which is kind of weird when you have such a young quarterback and running back and stuff like that. I think they're at 27.5, which is a pretty old team. So when I look at that defense, I'm not seeing a lot of nice up-and-coming names outside of Trey Amos. Obviously, went out and got Marshon Lattimore, which is great if he can stay healthy. Terry McLaurin, we still don't know what's going on there. Deebo, we all know there's injury concerns, just general concerns with Deebo in general. I don't like the lack of wide receiver room. I don't know if Luke McCaffrey is going to be a good third option for you. I probably think we're looking at, a 9-8, 10-7 type season. I think some of that magic wore off a little bit.
Yeah, and I think if you're looking at the Commanders trying to figure out what they could be or what they should be, you have to look at Houston last year because they were in a very, very similar position. Young quarterback, performed well above what we thought he was going to be doing, make a playoff run, right? I think Washington has said, fuck it, we're going for broke. This season, next season, we are going all in. I agree, Rob, that they don't have a lot of youth. They're not developing guys. I think their main focus is we're going to develop Jayden. We're going to build the team around Jayden, and we're going to put as many veterans who know how to win as possible. I think we're looking 10-7, 11-6, fighting number 2, still making the playoffs. I don't think we see the sophomore slump we saw in Houston with CJ.
Washington knows they're trying to capitalize on Jayden Daniels' rookie contract. So I understand the moves that they made. Really like what they did on the offensive line. I think that will be a strength for the team. I know their wide receiver room didn't do a whole lot for me last season, and they did just fine. But I have never been a huge Deebo Samuel fan. I want to say 10-7, take a slight step back, just because they will be playing a harder schedule this upcoming season. Assume Jayden it will be hard to replicate what he did last year again, but he also does have Cliff Kingsbury there still. So there is some continuity on that offense. 10-7, 11-6 feels right.